Look, so what happens when the greatest leaders in anime go head to head? Welcome to the ultimate head-to-head Hokages versus Captains battle. This series will pit the strongest Hokages from Naruto against the most formidable and high-level captains from Bleach in one-on-one matchups to determine who truly reigns supreme, bro. Each battle will be judged based on key categories like strength, speed, intelligence, abilities, battlefield experience. However, depending on these matchups, the categories might shift and change to better suit the unique skills of each fighter involved, you feel me? Now look, since Bleach has more captains than Naruto has Hokages, we'll be balancing things out by including shinobi who were offered to be Hokage like Jiraiya and incorporating other Kages from other villages like the Raikage or people who are on the same level as Jiraiya like Orochimaru, something like that, you feel me, to fill their ranks up. So who truly is the strongest among these two teams? Let's find out. Alright, look, today we have one of the most anticipated battles, you feel me? Naruto Uzumaki versus Sasuke Aizen. Two absolute powerhouses from their respective universes, both with insane abilities and intelligence. The combat experience is out of this world, you feel me? I ain't even gonna cap to you. But who truly comes out on top? Of course, for this fight and for all of these fights, we'll be using verse equalization, meaning that we'll be equaling out things like chakra or spiritual pressure just for the sake of this argument. But without further ado, let's settle this. We'll be breaking this fight right here down into 5 categories. Before we even get to it, let me tell you who these folks is. Now look, Naruto, the orphan outcast from the Lee village who rose up from the mud, you feel me, to become the 7th Hokage. He said he was going to do this when he was like 12, and he turned around and did it. Born with an immense burden with the 9-tailed fox sealed inside of him, Naruto grew up isolated and scorned, you feel me? However, through the sheer determination and willpower of him by himself, he never gave up and became exactly what he said he was going to do. Bro really did his thing. He defied all odds, saved his village, and eventually brought world peace to the entire ninja world, making everybody love him. His ideals is never go back on my word, that's my ninja way. Straight bars, you feel me? He values his bonds and protects his friends at all costs, believing in overcoming hatred with understanding, with that talk no jutsu, but we ain't even gonna get into that. On the other hand, we have Sasuke Aizen, the cold calculating mastermind who manipulated the Soul Society from the shadows. A once respected captain, Aizen secretly despised the system and sought to transcend the limits of Soul Reapers and Hollows alike, you feel me? With his parallel intellect and the Hogyoku, he orchestrated an elaborate rebellion, deceiving even the most powerful warriors around him, you feel me? His ideals: control is necessary for evolution. I ain't even gonna cap, he's spitting right there. Aizen seeks godhood. He wants to become even greater than a god, matter of fact, believing that true power comes from breaking free of fate and limitations. Now look, first category up, we have speed. Both Naruto and Aizen are incredibly fast, but let's break it down. Naruto's fastest feats come from his Sage of Six Path mode and his Barrier mode, where he's capable of dodging light speed attacks and react at near instantaneous speed, you feel me? Aizen, however, has been scientifically calculated to be significantly faster, scaling far beyond light speed with in his fused form and casually blitzing opponents who are already faster than light. He's definitely MFTL plus, and if you don't know, that means massively faster than light and over that. For this category, we're gonna get that to Aizen. Up next, we have energy levels. Now, Naruto is a Uzumaki. Naruto has chakra reserves that are absolutely massive, you feel me? He has the 9-tailed fox inside of him on top of that, providing him with a whole entire another ocean of chakra that lets him fight for hours. In addition, he has Sage mode that allows him to absorb natural energy and replenish himself. You gonna be boxing for a minute if you try to throw hands with bro. Now look, Aizen on the other hand possesses monstrous spiritual pressure, which alone can crush weaker beings. But the real game changer is that Hogyoku that we was talking about earlier. Not only does it amplify his power, but it also acts as an infinite energy supply, kind of like a battery that never dies, constantly evolving him beyond his limits. This is a never-ending supply of energy. Naruto and Kurama can run out of chakra, whereas the Hogyoku never runs out, which simultaneously makes Aizen immortal. This category also goes to Aizen. Battle IQ, right? and intelligence. Now, off the dribble, you might be thinking that Aizen has this one, but let me break it down to you. Aizen is basically the Batman of anime when it comes to preparation and prep time. You feel me? However, in this fight, we gonna make this an on-site battle with no prior knowledge of the other. Naruto is an incredible tactile fighter, unpredictable with his shadow clones, strategies, and quick thinking in the battle. While Aizen is a master strategist and his intelligence shines most with prep time, that's just the thing. He shines most with prep time and long-term planning. In an on-site fight, Naruto's adaptability, quick decision-making, and unpredictable combat style gives him just a bit of an edge in this category specifically. This category goes to Naruto. Now, category 4, experience. Naruto has been fighting since he was a child, bro. He's been built and brought up to be a shinobi ninja, facing numerous high-level threats from the Akatsuki members to literal guys like Kaguya. It's fair to say that he's seen a wide variety of enemies and has adapted accordingly. He's around 30 years old or a little bit over. Aizen, though, he's over 300 years old, bro. He's fought countless battles across centuries, witnessed numerous power evolutions, and strategized against some of the strongest beings in the Soul Society. His experience in combat and warfare is on a completely different level, bro. He's seen over 10 times as much as Naruto has when it comes to experience. This category goes to Aizen. Okay, now look. Now, I know everybody's been waiting for this category right here. Powers and versatility. Now, let's break it down. Naruto's signature is his Shadow Clone Jutsu, which can be used in completely different ways and unpredictable strategies. Rasengan and its many variations. Rasen Shuriken and Tail Beast Bombs. And Sage Mode Enhanced Combat. Aizen's signature is his Kyoka Suigetsu, which is his Shikai and his sword, which controls all 5 senses of his opponents, making his opponents see, feel, and think completely false realities. Once you see his sword activate, you're already trapped in an illusion. Naruto has the advantage because bro's variety in jutsu, his bag is adaptable as I don't know what, bro. And the sheer unpredictability of the #1 knucklehead ninja in the leaf, bro, you can't even sit here and tell me that his bag not that deep, bro. Aizen's disadvantage is most of his abilities are tied to Kido and Kyoka Suigetsu, meaning that his arsenal is more limited compared to Naruto. Naruto takes this category, and it's not even close when it comes to versatility. Alright, so look, we have a bonus category too. We talking transformations and forms. Both characters have insane transformations. We already know that, so let's go through them. Naruto's forms. We got Sage Mode up first. Enhanced perception and lets him harness natural energy. Sage with 6 Paths Mode. Combines his 9 Tails chakra with the ability to harness natural energy. Baryon Mode. Sacrifices Kurama's life force for a temporary but insane boost in power and is capable of draining his opponent's life force as well. Now let's go over to Aizen. Aizen's Hogyoku fusion stages. Stage 1. Increased durability and power. This is like his first form and his chrysalis mode when he's covered in all white. Stage 2. Power so immense that weaker beings disintegrate in his presence. Stage 3. The ability to deconstruct and reconstruct his body at will in different places, making him nearly untouchable. But the sheer difference in energy output is immense, and Aizen's immortality give him the edge when it comes to not being able to be killed easily. There's just no feats or nothing in Naruto's bag that will be able to get the job done. Now let's tally these up and see who takes the cake in this fight, bro. So with Aizen taking speed, energy levels, and experience, that's 3 out of the 6 categories. Naruto has the power and versatility category, and he has the battle IQ category, but those are the only 2 that he wins outright. As far as the forms, that has ended in a tie, giving Aizen a 3-point lead in these 6 categories. The winner is Aizen, bro. But what you think? Jump down in the comments and let me know if you think that Naruto stands a better chance and why. If you can give me any kind of feats, we might run this back and I'll eat my words, bro. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the YouTube stuff. And I'm out.